Here I am in the hills of Judea, where among the Martyrs Forest rises the bronze cry of history, the Scrolls of Fire. Welcome to a special edition of All Israel 101. I'm Kayla Sprague. Today is the day of remembrance for the victims of the Holocaust, Yom HaShoah, and we stand by a monument that speaks of the path of Israel's restoration after the heartbreaking catastrophe. This is a place where time stands still before God. Here the past is not buried. It speaks and bears witness to the people who passed through the ashes and rose from them. This monument is like an open book, like two Torah scrolls unrolled towards one another, because the Jewish people are the people of the book, and even their suffering and rebirth were written long before they became history. One scroll tells of darkness, of a people who passed through the valley of the shadow of death, through extermination camps, through trains of no return, through barbed wire fences where their name was replaced by a number. Human beings became ashes. Here is Janusz Korczak, who did not abandon children and went with them to the end, like a shepherd who does not leave his flock even in the valley of the shadow of death. This is not defeat, this is sacrificial love. Nearby is the endless movement of people towards the fences of the concentration camps. Their figures are compressed as if life itself has been squeezed out of them. And above them hang helmets and daggers, faceless, stripped of human figures, symbols of evil that has lost its face, but not its cruelty. Tanks roll through the streets of the ghettos, erasing homes, destinies, and names. And amid this darkness, you see an uprising. The rebels, almost unarmed with knives, stones, bottles of gasoline, rise in the fire. Their bodies are engulfed in flames, but their spirit is unbroken. With them rises the menorah, the eternal light of the Jewish people, not extinguished even in the deepest darkness. Here is the Jewish ghetto fighter with a grenade in his hand, as a reminder that even in hell, there were those who chose resistance. But this scroll doesn't end with death. It ends with the road home. Survivors exhausted but unbroken. People who had nothing left except the promise given by God to their fathers. They go to the sea, they board ships and sail to the land of which the prophet spoke of. Their ship crashes against the rocks, but their hope does not sink. They are met by veterans, the ones who have already fought for the right to live here. They help them come ashore into safety, into the future. Someone touches the land that rightfully belongs to him for the first time in his life. Someone else falls to his knees and kisses the land like a son returning home after a long exile. And here the words of the prophet Isaiah sound, and the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and shall come to Zion with singing. Everlasting joy shall be on their heads, and they shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. Between the two scrolls is a space of silence. There are no sculptures here. Instead, verses from scripture are engraved, like a bridge between ashes and hope, between suffering and calling, between who people were and who they became. And I will bring you, my people, out of your graves, and I will put my spirit in you, and you shall live. I will place you in your own land, and you shall know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, says the Lord. And now look at the second scroll. This is the answer of God himself. Here there is no longer death. Here there is light and rebirth. We see a kibbutz with a water tower. This is a symbol of life in the desert. Olive trees, clusters of grapes, an image of the promised land bearing fruit. And here a mother says farewell to her son, who is going to join the soldiers of the 1948 War of Independence. In that look, pain and pride, fear and faith. And Olim, a new immigrant, throws down his backpack, everything. The journey of wandering is over. He takes up a weapon. Now he's not a victim, he's a defender. And here is the climax of redemption. Soldiers stand at the western wall. A man blows the shofar, proclaiming the return. Hora dancers whirl in joy, and with them, angels. One of them sounds the trumpet beside the menorah, which after exile and desecration once again returns to the Jewish people, not as a museum exhibit, but as a sign of life, light, and God's promise. And again, Isaiah speaks to this place, "Arise, shine, Jerusalem. Your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you." The artist and creator of the monument, Natan Rappaport, himself went through the Holocaust. He didn't create a symbol, he bore witness to the fire that did not destroy the people. It purified their path, and therefore the scroll of fire is not only a memory of death and life, it's a prophecy carved in bronze. Because the Lord said through Isaiah, "For I, the Lord, will take you by the hand and keep you, that you may be a light to the nations." And as Christians, we see here not only the history of a people, we see God's plan of salvation. The Apostle Paul in the Epistle to the Romans says, "For if the rejection is reconciliation of the world, what will the acceptance be but life from the dead?" The return of Israel is the sign for all nations. This is not the end of the story. It's the setting of the stage for the coming of the Messiah. The scroll of fire is still open. The story is still being written, and you and I are a part of the story. May our prayer and our position and our heart be on the side of what God is doing. I'm Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel live. I'm Kayla Sprague with All Israel News. Subscribe and visit allisraelnews.com for continual trustworthy coverage in Israel.